So, Kun Satit, are you ready to leave Bangkok as suggested by the Bangkok governor? He said that, long holidays, the flood is coming, so get out of Bangkok as soon as you can.
I got to be staying home.
Why?
I haven't moved anything yet. So, and today is the most critical day. We have received the most serious warning so far.
Most ominous news.
Yes, from both the Bangkok administration and from the Yingluck government.
You mean they agree for the first time that it's going to...
They said the same thing for the first time, that Bangkok or the districts in Bangkok are to be flooded, more or less. Kun Sukupan, like you just said, he recommended Bangkok people should go out and have some relaxation.
But we don't know how many days we should be out there. At most over the weekends.
We took that as a very serious.
It is serious
statement from the Bangkok governor.
Yes, and the Prime Minister also.
Actually, she said this is what the first thing she said yesterday when she said that the amount of water coming on the Chao Phraya River is too big and too strong for the barriers to cope. But then she just switched to something else, to specific areas. But the first statement, to my understanding, was that the whole of Bangkok is going to be affected. And today, Kun Pracha Promnok,
Frog director.
Yes, he said almost so directly that it has to be admitted that the entire Bangkok will be flooded.
So the worst case scenario presented by Dr. Seri, the water expert, seems to be coming through, because he says that worst case scenario is most of Bangkok will be flooded, and the worst will be about 1.5 meters, as suggested by the Prime Minister.
I have taken a look at his map, Dr. Seri, and I don't know, it's just me, but it's good that way, because it's like spread out. 10 centimeters, 50 centimeters, up to 1.5 meters. That is better than having one area or the other heavily flooded.
So what's the point of all the barriers then that the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration has been building? Should just demolish them and let the waters come in and let the water get down to the Gulf of Thailand as soon as possible. Because the longer you keep the barriers, the stronger the water force will be.
Yeah, I understand that the worst case scenario
still have the barriers working.
Right, but when it starts to happen, there will be some area that is going to be heavily affected. And before the water spread out, that could be the reason why they're still trying to hold the water outside Bangkok.
And the army chief is also commenting on the situation.
Well, yes, apparently he's got some message from the Royal Palace, and he has a lengthy interview with reporters today. He said that the message from His Majesty was that His Majesty doesn't want the government to be too concerned about protecting
the palace,
the royal resident. Yes, he said that the water should be allowed to flow naturally, and he said the government should also concentrate on the whole of the city, not just protecting his residents.
And we are importing food, right? The story says that we have to import food to survive.
And also for the first time, water, but bottled water for the first time also.
Is that going to be happening, really?
Well, they will cut short the bureaucracy and the regulations to speed up the process of importing foods and even water. But there's some proposal today we have heard, which is very good. This proposal has it that we have 50 provinces that are not flooded at the moment, and each of those provinces, they have their own waterworks authorities.
Sure.
And they have the capacity to produce the drinking water for Bangkok. So why don't we work out something for them to do that?
The provinces can feed Bangkokians.
Yes, and not just water. A lot of provinces, they have the capacity to produce a lot of foods and other necessities like plastic boat or anything that is very important in this crisis. So why maybe the government had been so busy thinking about a lot of things, so they forget about we still have the capacity to for Thai people to help Thai people.
Yes, so situation is bad. But we will have to be ready for the worst, and hopefully that the bad news will be over soon. The estimate is that we might be underwater for about 50 days.
No, actually, it's 1 month. We got the latest figure from
From who?
From the irrigation department.
1 month in Bangkok?
In Bangkok, for all the water to dry up, it will take until early December or up to the middle of December.
Well, it will be a wet new year for this year. But now that there's no way to stop Bangkok from being flooded, the government and the Bangkok government will have to prove the ability by getting the water out into the Gulf of Thailand as soon as possible. The shorter, the better. And if they can do that, at least that will be the saving grace for the government.